and gyros. Moussaka is a consistent traditional Greek dish shared piping hot, ideal for warming up and cool winter nights. It is a kind of lasagna whose ingredients are meat and aubergine, tomato and white sauce. Some versions also include other ingredients such as potatoes or zucchini. Gyros is a pita bread filled with roast meat, either chicken or lamb, tomato, onion, and sauce. This is an excellent combination and complement to the moussaka.
Souvlaki. The name derives from souvlak, which means skewery in Greek, and souvlaki it is diminutive. It is a very popular street food in Greece. These are skewers of pieces of pork. Along they can also be chicken or lamb marinade, lemon, and oil cooked on the grill. They are consumed alone as a snack. Alone they can also be a more complete meal if they are accompanied vegetables, bread, potatoes, or rice. In addition, it is accompanied with tzatziki, Greek yogurt, cream white cucumber, and garlic properly spun.
Sofia of Grecia. King Sofia is a professional with a warm look. She attends the events full of interest to listen and understand. How those who seek support in her figure. She was born a Greek princess and has been King of Spain for 39 years. His tenacious sense of responsibility and uninterrupted work has been rewarded with the respect and affection of all Spaniards.
Phidias, an Athenian sculptor from the time of Pericles, of great relevance in the artistic panorama of ancient Greece, mainly due to his works on the Acropolis of Athens. Commissioned by the Athenian ruler for the complete reform of the Acropolis once it was destroyed by the Persian army. His best known works in Athens are Athena Parthenos, Athena Lemnia, and Athena Promachus. Works have been attributed, among which the Zeus in Olympia, a chryso-elephantine statue such as Athena Parthenos, a dozen meters high, and which was part, together with the temple of Artemis in Ephesus and the Colossus of Rhodes, one of the 7 wonders of the ancient world. Sappho, a Greek poet, especially known for her love poems. Today, there is consensus on the excellent literary quality of Lesbos lyrics, but unfortunately, an insignificant part of his work has come through. Sappho, who was born into a noble family from Irizo, went into exile in Sicily and later lived in Lesbos. His personality has aroused great interest throughout history. Sappho, who was born into a noble family from Irizo, went into exile in Sicily and later lived on Lesbos. His personality has aroused great interest throughout history.
The Athenians never thought their shows or when they enter a house. They are very hospitable, but they rarely invite people to dinner or lunch at the house. From 2 p.m. to 6 p.m., the people of Athens take a siesta, and at this time of day, it is not pleasant to find someone, nor is it advisable to do so after 10 p.m. This would be considered impolite.
Trophy costume of Athens. The white vermin men and women of the legendary Athens was composed of chiton, sweet grapple at the shoulders, peplos, long claw, tubular at the top, Haman clockwork over a chiton and of peplos, charming short kite. The ascent at mine wore a string of chiton made of lifeline is cloud be depressed over board, somewhere or over one. One the chiton was covered by one shoulder, usually on the life. It was come as one showman.
The woman clockwise was hold the chest. The using pebble is rectangular piece of wood, and the chiton was piece of cloth have white fold. In the hair using a combs, hairbands, and face hair. They put on makeup and using creams, lotion, the paint lips, the cheeks, they waxing wear they using perfumes made in flowers and all in bags, they hoverly in and kings.
The Temple of Olympic Zeus. The statue of the Plain of Athens, the remains of the temple dedicated to the Olympic Zeus, are still impressive today. This marble is the largest temple and green and 2.1 years to rule its gigantic dimensions are string, although only control columns remain those standing on and soon die the waves of the Acropolis from here beyond Arian's hard sake. To behold sit down for a while and retro imagine what it must have been like with they place the enormous statue of Zeus.
The hill owes its name to the large number of wolves that lived in the pine forest on its slopes in ancient times. During classical times, the hill was covered by dense vegetation and a temple dedicated to Zeus was built on top. From the top of the Lycabeto Hill, you get privileged views of the city, especially the Acropolis. It is a pleasure to climb the hill at sunset to see the city with a special color that the sunset gives it. The night is also a good time to see Athens illuminated.
Thessaloniki is the second largest city in Greece, capital of the periphery of Central Macedonia, with the most important port in the North Aegean on the Thermal Gulf.
Welcome to the city of Thessaloniki, traditions and culture. The old towns, temples, theaters, museums, and palaces are part of the culture of Thessaloniki, but especially the festival are so representative there. The guests of the festival will have the pleasure of enjoying various events like the Brinks Test performance and competitions with renowned dance coaches, special excursion and musical evenings.
Some festivals from Thessaloniki are the Heraklion Festival that takes place between July and September and features some of the most popular musicians in Greece, as well as theatrical performance. Other is annual wine festival in Thessaloniki are start from 1 to 15 of September. Also in September is the International Fire Week, includes the Film and Song Festival.
My name is Cesar, and I had to talk about the culture of the city of Thessaloniki. The museums are an important part of the culture in Thessaloniki, since they contain a history of their ancestors. For example, the Archaeological Museum of Thessaloniki is one of the most important museums in the Greece. Its collection includes archaeological finds from Thessaloniki, Macedonia, and all over northern Greece. The Museum of Byzantine Culture was awarded by Council of Europe prize in 2005. It introduces various aspects of life during the Byzantine and post-Byzantine period.
Woven manifold and fish in Greece are used in Mount Kuti, like shown are perfect in terms of the elaboration of the woven is an express if the excellence of what food has become a typical Thessalonic dish, commonly distinguished by its ingredients: high added champagne, chilies, peppers, tomato, onion varied, mount cucumber long.
Moussaka is traditional dish from Thessaloniki. It consists of layer of mise, lamb meat, and virgins, cinnamon, oregano, thyme, and tomato covered in bechamel sauce and baked. It is especially popular in Palestine. Cooking and comes from the Greek moussakas.
Thessalonica marked history for its paintings, archaeology, sculptures, and ancient kings. An example of it is wise painter who appropriates popular iconography to create figurative works with marked narrative style. His characters are ambiguous and deliberately unfinished, such as cartoons and films pastor. His recent exhibitions include Days of Contemporary Biennale Art Athens, Greece, 24 the Quart Thessaloniki Bien, Greece, and many other international plays.
Alejo Cavalry was a Byzantine aristocrat, cousin of Emperor Miguel Palaiologos. He participated in the Byzantine campaigns in Morocco inter alia and was taken prisoner by William of Villehardouin after the Battle of Pakrin. Apparently, he was freed at a late date. Aaron held the positions of domestic of the imperial house and was governor of Thessaloniki together with the despot Juan Palaiologos. He led a Byzantine army against Juan Ducas de Thessalia, but was defeated and killed in the Battle of Neopatria.
Thessaloniki is well known for its iconic places that were part of the ancient Greece and Greek mythology. One example of this is the White Tower. This tower is the most emblematic symbol of the city, built in 1413, facing the sea to serve as both a prison and a fortress. It was part of the walls of Thessaloniki. Other example is the Byzantine Church, also a UNESCO World Heritage Site, which was originally a Roman tomb to dedicate to Zeus.
Other important places for visit in Thessaloniki are the Church of Santa Sofia is declared a World Heritage
City by UNESCO. It is one of the oldest churches in the city, dating back to the 8th century. At the beginning of the 13th century, it became the Cathedral of Thessaloniki, also as an ancient Turkish. The Turkish baths could not be missing in Thessaloniki for that. Bey Hammam is a perfect place of visit there.
Thank you.
The island of Crete is the largest in Greece and the fifth largest in the whole Mediterranean Sea. This island is located in the Aegean Sea and by its long and narrow shape separates the Aegean Sea from the Libyan Sea. The island is quite mountainous and the coasts are very irregular, with entrances and peninsulas that make the coastal profile of the island very variable. Besides that, it is home to several monuments, including the famous Place of
Clothing. It is counted the costume worn by the woman was unique the Mediterranean, the man's skirt similar to the wet Egyptians in the fact of the wearing naked torso and the king's tunic wrapped around the waist or attached to the belt, but elegant whiter home, the corner skirt and the thick bodies and the woman were of unique sophistication in the Asian world, more similar to the Western, the racing last centuries, the fashion of the time, Mediterranean region, the material line or leather. In the case of women, where privilege was latent within to each round, men women wore belts submitting adorning one metal plates of the other side made entity of the metal. The men wore summer turbans on the heads. Women wore complicated varied hairstyles. Considered the first elegant hats in costume history, they were what is the fault of wearing has been discovered large among the harmony in the grapes, both with the men and the women.
My name is Wilfredo Ramírez Guzmán Liga A3. Creatan tradición. Once in tradition la car druins twins singular. Una day with my name familia maker. Once ancien recién from generation. My dreams twins and 20 Creans Homer Mike when festival 20 plus and months everything city in Creta. Different cities have a different tradition. Bulbos expressible is one in the city. Retimon was it takes place the last word of Julio.
Rake is traditional creator liquor made from the distillation of green malt. The distillation process is called kashani. The kashanis are made between September and October. After the harvest, it is very old traditional. Purification Monday, another of the mode that play rather custom in Greece and of course in Crete is Purification Monday. This day marks the end of the carnivals and the beginning of Lent. It is also a symbol of the beginning of spring. This have been going on since 1521.
During the trip to create some of the dishes that will be present on your table and are some of the most typical are daikos, steel bread soaked in water, grey tomato oil and Burgos deep cheese, biftekia, a kebab-style burger usually flavored with garlic and mint, fava, beans beaten with oil, agria shorta, with vegetal three are several tips depending of the season, usually boiled and several simple with oil, salt, and lemon.
Tourist places with Grace, Samara Canyon. This place is contained within the Samara National Park. This was some canyon. Number 2. Chania. It is the main city in Western Crete. China is a lovely city to explore on foot. It's place of romantic alleys. Number 3. The Palace of Kaunas. This monumental residence complex is centered around a spacious contagion.
Eleftherios Venizelos was one of the most important politicians and the Greek Prime Minister for 7 occasions, but previously he was fundamental in the European side of the Greetings again. The Turks participated in the independence movement. Today, in recognition of all the international airport, Archbishop of Athens is named after him.
He was a Greek philosopher who was a follower of Socrates and teacher of Aristotle. In 387, he founded the Academy of Athens, an institution that would continue for more than 900 years. Plato developed his philosophical doctrines through myths and allegories.
Hello, we are going to talk about the beautiful island of Santorini. It's an island of volcanic origin located in Aegean Sea, with the group of the Cyclades island of Greece. It's a place of spectacular natural beauty, with a flooded volcanic caldera that forms a large lantern, 20 kilometers from and surrounded by cliffs, up to 300 meters high. We are going to talk about the traditions, its clothing, its culture of its beautiful tourist place, and the delicious foods of the island of Santorini.
Fira, this is the capital of Santorini. It is made up of cube houses and balconies. It is small quarters and temples with branches and teclates above the caldera. Archaeological Museum. The beautiful Archaeological Museum presents finds from ancient Tyre, from Roman, Doric, and Hellenistic and Mesolithic times. You will enjoy an animal clan. You will the beautiful ceramic and yes have served on the samples published in this museum.
Hello, we are going to talk to you about the Santorini caldera. It is a large volcanic caldera, much of which is submerged located in the southern Aegean Sea, 120 kilometers from Crete in Greece. Enjoying a surf ride on sunset in front of this caldera will make you feel much closer to heaven, the capital of all this dream in beautiful city of Tyre, marked by its immaculate and blue house, while its main port is that of Ancinos.
In front of the bride's house on the Thursday before, in order to break almonds and to make sugar plums. Then on Friday they make the brides bake a throw rice. On Saturday the wedding is solid like the rice and sweet like the sugar plums. Another part of the Santorini wedding tradition involves the father of the groom climbing on a rope and not on the day of the wedding to show the beginning of the ceremony to the village and the world.
Greeks are very temperamental and emotional people during convention and death of the community in a height to an activity gest of touch. or digestion can take on new meanings. For example, an extension pump, if it's truly direct towards a person, can be considered a serious insult. And Garrett friend kings of both sexes, girls of age. The main feature of the city is just a love of authorities and monetary. Most of the time, a renowned information workshop in the suburb of the city. Tourists will find a small furnace remains it and
Santorini is a Greek country with many traditions. The famous Festia, a celebration to remind use of the glory of nature, a representation of the catastrophic eruption of the volcano. On the small island of Nea Kameni, fireworks and bonfires look like a volcanic explosion. It is a combination of cultural events, music concert, and traditional dance performance, which take place the first weekend after the 15th of August. It will capture your senses with its greatness. Below we will mention.
When it comes to the perfect clothes for Santorini, you cannot miss flat jeweled sandals, shoulder strap or it bakes, short sangalo, cotton dresses, long skirts, and maxi dresses that will be perfect for the occasion, without forgetting the essential of every vacation. Sunglasses, a white brimmed, a hat scarf of sunny or windy days. Good news for those who love to be comfortable, no heels in Santorini.
Something Santorum is putting like to Wakul Rhine, a light blows, a good teacher, shoot the sport shoes, Sever Steffi, Ava PVC Sendox, sunglasses, Kubil beige dresses, Kaiten, in commission water, over their bikini. I'm fully bathing folks.
Santorini is characterized by a great variety of flavors and also colors. Did you remember that like the wall on Greek gastronomy is like the Mediterranean diet at which the dishes are expression on flavors and colors? We have done ahead and prepared selection of typical Greek for 2, 3 and Santorini. This is the list of the best typical dishes of Santorini. Sanganaki, moussaka, gyros, Greek and salad and filoni, little octopus if you had few die off and you are going to visit Santorini. Do not forget to take this list that will help you decide which dishes typical 3.
The food of Greek Santorini is one of the main corpus of bread to serve with the good and rich fresco of the food. Sweet is working the cultural custom of the place we plan to visit in the coast of Santorini. Santorini is very light and aromatic, not because of the exclusive space as it can happen with Indian or Moroccan food, but because of the powerful flavor of the ingredients used. Ingredients that the produce locally in the